into the Friday Night Lights. It's the Hopkins Royals visiting the Proctor Hermantown Stealth. We go to the second quarter. Martin Sleen just busting through traffic, seeing nothing but the twine, and that one will bounce right past the armor of Beck Hagen, and it's now a 2-0 Stealth lead. And speaking of trucking through traffic, it's the senior Joshua Milbauer just taking care of business all alone with a snipe. It's 3-0 Stealth. Less than a minute later, how about another one? Dan Calloway with the footwork, the ball movement, and a centering pass to Milbauer, who goes bottom shelf for his second score of the game. The boys are all riled up behind a 4-0 lead now. They'd go on to protect that lead, earning their first victory of the season, 9-4 over the Royals.